Understanding money transfer limits.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to answer a commonly asked question. What is the maximum amount of money I can send through this service?
What factors determine the transfer limit?
Before we dive into the specific numbers, it's important to understand that transfer limits can vary greatly depending on a variety of factors. Service provider. Different services have different limits. Companies like PayPal, Venmo, and bank services all have their own policies for transfer limits. Account status. Your account status can also impact your transfer limit. New users may have lower limits initially, but these limits can increase over time or with account verification steps. Geographical location. Where you're sending from and where you're sending to can also make a difference. Some services might have different limits for international transfers compared to domestic ones.
How can I find my transfer limit?
The best way to find out your specific transfer limit is to check with your service provider. This information is usually found in their FAQ or help section, or you can reach out to their customer service for assistance.
What are some typical transfer limits?
While it's hard to provide a precise amount without knowing the specific service you're using, here are some examples of typical limits. PayPal. For U.S. accounts, when verified, you can send up to $60,000, but may be limited to $10,000 in a single transaction. Venmo. Venmo's limit is $4,999.99 per week for person-to-person payments. Banks. Banks often have higher limits, which can reach up to several $million per transaction for verified business accounts. Remember, these figures are not definitive and can vary depending on a number of factors. In conclusion, the maximum amount of money you can send through a service largely depends on the service provider, your account status, and geographical factors. It's always best to check directly with your service provider to understand your specific limit. We hope this video has been helpful in understanding money transfer limits. Stay tuned for more informative videos.